Married? Before you claim Social Security, pause. If you and your spouse just pick your own start ages and hit file, you could easily leave 200 to 400,000 on the table over your lifetime. Most couples treat Social Security like an individual decision, but for married people, it's a team sport and the higher earner's decision can make or break the surviving spouse's income later. This is Brian. I've been a fiduciary financial advisor for over 25 years, and I'm here to help you save smarter, invest better, and keep more. In a few minutes, you'll know the big mistakes most couples make and a simple framework to choose a smarter, coordinated Social Security strategy. So stay to the end. I'll show you how one timing change can add over 300,000 of lifetime income for a couple just like you. So, number one, the big mistake most couples make. Here's how most couples decide when to claim Social Security. We'll both claim at 62 so we get back our money. Or we'll both wait until full retirement age, which sounds safe, sounds logical, but it ignores three critical facts. Your checks are linked. What one spouse does affects the other. The higher earner's benefit determines how much of the household income is high. The survivor benefit is based upon the higher earner's check. So when the higher earner claims early, they don't just cut their own payment, they may permanently cut the surviving spouse's income for decades. That's why this is not when should I claim, it's when should we claim. Let's move on to segment two, the three questions every couple must answer. Before you touch that Social Security application, sit down together and answer these three questions. Who's the higher earner? Whose full retirement age benefit is larger? That person's decision is the key because their benefit becomes the survivor benefit. Also, what's the age gap? Are you the same age or is one spouse 5 to 10 years younger? A younger surviving spouse might rely on that check for 20 to 30 years. Also, what's your realistic health outlook? If the higher earner is in reasonably good health, delaying often pays off. If there's serious health concerns, starting earlier might make more sense. Keep those in mind as we walk through this real example. So let's talk about a case study, the $300,000 difference. Meet Tom and Linda. Tom's the higher earner, 66, full retirement age benefit of 3,000. Linda, 63, lower earner, full retirement age benefit of 1,800. What they were planning to do, Tom, I'll file now at 66 for 3,000. Linda, I'll claim a reduced benefit at 63, around 1,400. When Tom dies, Linda's survivor benefit would be Tom's $3,000 a month adjusted for inflation. Not terrible, but watch this. We used a coordinated strategy instead. Linda claims at 63 as planned, about 1,400 a month. Tom delays to 70. His benefit grows with delayed credits to $3,960 a month. While Tom is delaying, they bridge the gap with part-time work, some withdrawals from savings that they intentionally backfill later with larger Social Security. Once Tom hits 70, about 3,960 a month. Linda, about 1,400 a month. That's $5,360 a month. That's almost 1,000 more every month compared to their original plan. But here's the real impact. If Tom dies first, Linda's survivor benefit is based upon the higher delayed amount, about 3,960 a month, not 3,000. Over a long retirement, that coordination was worth well over 300,000 in projected lifetime income to the household without them saving another dollar. All we changed was the higher earner delays, the lower earner provides some income earlier. They plan how to bridge those few gap years. Here's a simple way to look at your Social Security strategy. Treat the higher earner's benefit as insurance for the survivor. Ask, if one of us lives into our late 80s or 90s, what income will they have? Often delaying the high earner to 70 maximizes that insurance. Use the low earner to provide flexibility. The low earner can sometimes claim earlier, especially if you need the income. Their decision matters, but it also doesn't drive the survivor benefit. Don't make a break-even spreadsheet your only tool. It's not just what if you die at 78, it's what if one of us lives a long time? What protects that person the best? When you look at it that way, claiming early just to get something often stops making sense. Now, I have a whole framework called the Secure Decisions Framework, and I did an episode on this. It's a framework that allows you to make a decision based upon not just the numbers, but what your life is actually going to be like. What types of things you want to do in retirement. Are you retiring early and want to front load your retirement? Do you have enough saved in retirement assets so that sequence of returns risk doesn't matter as much? Do you have the capacity to take risk in your portfolio and delay your benefits? If you'd like to watch that episode, you can click the link above to watch that video. All right, let's bring this together with an action plan. If you're married, don't just make a solo decision about Social Security. Sit down together, identify the higher earner, look at your age gap and health, and then choose a strategy that works best for your particular situation, especially for the surviving spouse. If this episode helped, hit the like and subscribe button and share this with your spouse or a couple you care about who's talking about retirement. And drop a comment with both of your ages, the age you were thinking of claiming Social Security, and I'll use some of those examples possibly in a future episode. And once again, this is Brian, the Wealth Decisions Guy. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you next week.